today. And our third main topic today is this. Lucas, I know you haven't had the chance to see Rings of Power season 1.
Nope.
I did have a chance to check it out, at least give it a try. And I did do just that. I gave it a try. And it just was not for me, I guess. It's overly polished. It's very super. I don't like it. I got maybe 20 minutes into episode 1, and that was enough for me. But it's not going to keep me reporting on news about Rings of Power. And obviously, you know, everyone besides me enjoyed it. It got great reviews. Millions of people loved it. It was one of the biggest like hashtags on Twitter when it came out.
Yeah.
Lucas, if you remember, you came over to my house one day, and I had Amazon boxes stacked up with with the like wrapping paper of and that was really cool.
You were like, I'm keeping this box,
for sure. And but anyway, so I know I'm the odd man out not liking this, but yeah, I want to talk about this article we have over here from Screen Rant where give me 1 second, where this news is coming out. The Rings of Power Season 2 is going to have an all-female directing team, and the episode count has been announced as well. So let's read a little bit of this article. The Lord of the Rings of Power Season 2 announces its episode count as well as its new all-female directing team. The Rings of Power first premiered on Amazon September 1st, marking the first live-action adaptation of J.R.R. Tolkien's works since Peter Jackson's The Lord of the Rings and Hobbit trilogies. This series is loosely based on Tolkien's The Return of the King and pieces together the history of Middle-earth's Second Age. Even before Season 1 concluded the viewership and positive reviews, Amazon had already ordered Rings of Power Season 2 as part of its 5-season commitment to the show. Now, The Rings of Power has officially announced its Season 2 directing team, as well as its episode count, while J.A. Bayona and Wayne Chase Yip made up the primary directors of Season 1 and Season 2, will welcome an all-female directing team. Charlotte Brandstrom, who directed 2 episodes of Season 1, has been promoted to lead director. She will be joined by newcomers to the franchise, Sanaa Hamari and Louise Hooper. It was also revealed that Brandstrom will direct 4 episodes, while Hamry and Hooper will direct 2 each, confirming the Rings of Power Season 2 will consist of 8 episodes. So we have 2, things of information here that we can take from this. We have Season 2 of Rings of Power will be 8 episodes long. I believe Season 1 was 8 episodes long, so that's pretty consistent. And I expect if we get 5 seasons of this, we probably get all 5 of them at 8 episodes.
Unless they Game of Thrones it.
Unless they screw it up as it goes. So that's cool. But this all-female directing thing is very interesting, right? This is something that's kind of been going on. It's weird. I remember, Lucas, for a long time, people would use against me quite often. They're like, yeah, well, every movie ever is pretty much all white people. And it's like, okay, well, if that's wrong, then how can we go the other way and that be right? If having white people is wrong, then how is having all Chinese people right? Or having all right? It doesn't make a lot of diversity for storytelling. So look, I'm not a sexist. I have nothing against women. I love women. I have a beautiful wife and an even more amazing daughter. But I think that it would be nice to have some more diversity in this, but it is cool to see the inclusion because, women haven't had these same opportunities to direct, especially on things like The Lord of the Rings. So I'm glad that people are getting the opportunities now, but I hope it doesn't always consistently stay like this. I mean, It would be weird to, if Season 3 was an all-male directing cast, then it'd be like, shame on you.
Well, maybe. But I think if it's inclusion for inclusion's sake, then they're gonna do shame on you. You guys went back to a male-dominated one. But what I'm hoping at least is that because this is awesome, man. I mean, it's great. Because it has always been done by men. That's
right.
Peter Jackson, and don't get me wrong, I love Lord of the Rings and even the Hobbit
you love
movies.
men.
And I do love men.
I love Peter Jackson.
Right, exactly. And you know, I think it's an interesting idea. I think it would give a really good take if they do it right.
Well, it is fitting of the story too, right?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So, you know, I haven't seen it yet. I'm actually gonna watch it when I'm down in Tennessee with my dad, because I know he hasn't either. But, you know, we were just talking about Christmas. I always yeah. But from what I know about the story so far in season 1 of what happened in season 1, you know, I think I could almost see them doing. You know, it's like season 2 is like a female centric.
Yeah,
right.
Sure.
It's all about the females part in it, which is great, right? I mean, because you don't get a ton of that, even in the original ones. You know, it was directed by a man, written by a man in 30s and 40s, and you have great female characters in that. But I think to bring them really to the forefront, and then it's just like She-Hulk in a lot of ways, you know, giving them their chance to do that. I think that if you go the rest of the 5 seasons with only female, then I'm just like, okay, you guys are just, you know, unless it's great, right? But if you're going all 5 seasons saying no men, you can't have any men directors.
Well, I just worry that you isolate, you know, good storytellers and don't give them the chance,
right?
Just
and that's
because
what I'm
they
saying.
Are men now. I mean, that's crazy.
What I'm saying. So
whatever.
if it's just this season, or even maybe season 3 as well, you know, as long as it's serving the sake of the story. But I agree. I think you are missing out on viewpoints to a certain point, and that's. I mean, we've seen that with women not being able to tell their viewpoints, right? Which is why this is great news.
That's why this is happening, right? Yeah.
Just, you know, I always say this, and I'm a Libra, so it makes sense. But with any like civil rights movement and everything, I'm all for it until it goes the other way. You know, if you're just doing it to stomp down another group of people now, even if, you know what I mean? I know this is murky territory, but be better, right? Like, you know, recognize the beauty in all of us. And that's what I love about art. And I think Lord of the Rings is that's at the core of it, right?
Yeah,
is the love. And
well, like I said, if anything, it's good to see, you know, women have the opportunity get the chance to direct something like this property. But guys, you guys are seeing this, you're checking this out, you're hearing this news. If you haven't, you're hearing it now. What are you guys' thoughts on this? An all-female directing lead, an 8-episode second season, which is consistent with the first season, which was also 8 episodes. What do you guys think? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below.